Disneyland Park in Anaheim, California is widely known for its amazing food options, with YouTubers, TikTokers, and Instagram baddies traveling from far and wide to discover the next must-have treat. One thing these creators often don't highlight is the many quick service locations, which at Disneyland I like to refer to as the good, the bad, and the ugly. You'll see why in just a sec. Without further ado, let me confirm your suspicions when clicking this video. Yes, the worst Disneyland restaurant is Pizza Planet. And it's a bit of a shame. Here's why. What every Toy Story loving 90s child would expect to be the premier restaurant in the park, Pizza Planet unfortunately falls short. Yeah, this is the worst. Now, they do provide a safer food option for those pickier eaters within your traveling party. That does not mean it has to be bad pizza. Tomorrowland at Disney World and Disneyland has a history of bad food options. For God's sake, Walt Disney probably knew that when going into it. Have you seen old photos of this land? The dude really built a massive piece of asphalt with a couple of flat rides in the center of Anaheim, California, creating what I would like to refer to as the frying pan effect. Ain't nobody gonna stay in this land for more than an hour. They could eat somewhere else. Yes, that is an actual quote from Walt Disney. Just don't try and fact check me on that. Here I am sitting alone in the 80s mall atrium here in Tomorrowland, and I'm very happy. We'll see how this meal goes though, because I've only heard bad things. On my most recent visit to the Disney Parks equivalent of Chuck E. Cheese minus the games, I ordered a slice of pepperoni pizza and some apple juice. Yeah, this is extremely basic, but what was I gonna order, like lasagna? Now, what kind of review for a pizza place would that be? The slice was a little stale, to put it politely. I've said it in reviews before, and I will say it again. This has nothing to do with the wonderful cast members I encountered at this exact location. They're simply following the recipes and protocol when it comes to serving food in the Disney parks. Don't get me wrong, I'm finishing it. I am 100% finishing it. But this is the worst food I've had at Disneyland. I've had better food in my elementary school cafeteria than this, and I'm sorry. I'm sure the cast members did a really good job with the recipe they were given. Therein lies the problem. I can confidently say that this bad review is due to 1, the recipe, which I did just mention, and 2, the way they serve this food, which mind you is pretty strange. Like, it had previously been self-service, but because of the year that was 2020 and everything surrounding it, it was cast member service, and they brought it to you at a counter, after it had just previously been sitting at a buffet-style counter under a heat lamp for God knows how long. So basically what you're getting is buffet-style pizza minus everything that's great about a buffet, because you don't get to pick your own slice and you don't get to eat as much as you want. Secondly, the atmosphere is akin to a 90s video rental store inside and an 80s mall atrium in the outdoor section, both of which were jam-packed on a Friday night at 5 p.m. when I filmed it. I know what you're thinking. Ryan, how can you definitively say this is the worst restaurant in Disneyland after you've only eaten there once? Well, let me tell you, this is actually my 3rd time eating here at Pizza Planet. The first one being on a family trip in 2004 and the second on a single-day trip in summer of 2019. Both of which were extremely underwhelming, to the point where on my last trip I was saying, people actually pay for this shit? Oh, you don't believe me? I had to go back 3.5 years in text messages to find this exact screenshot. The menu has roughly stayed the same since the opening of the restaurant in 1998, replacing the attraction Mission to Mars. Obviously, Disney has no incentive to improve these hot platters of garbage when that's the exact space Pizza Planet needs to fill in a Disney park. I mean, it's theme park pizza. What more do you expect? But I can't help but think how much of a shame that is, letting such an iconic brand go to waste. It is literally the Toy Story restaurant in almost all Disney parks. The restaurant of the most popular Pixar franchise they've ever made. And this is what they came up with? I can only hope in the coming years we not only see an overhaul of the Tomorrowland at Disneyland, but also the menu to Pizza Planet. So here is to an optimistic future for the subpar Pizza Hut. Before the end of this video, I would like to leave you with some notes on which quick service locations at Disneyland I would recommend. After all, I'm not trying to be negative all the time. Hungry Bear, French Market, and Bengal Barbecue are 3 great options for quick service at Disneyland, with my favorite being Bengal Barbecue. But just a fair warning, even their standard options are a little spicy, so if you do have a sensitive palate, maybe sit that one out. I do have a question for you. Do you know the worst restaurants in any of the Disney parks? Seriously, we are looking for more recommendations. I love doing these videos, but I need some backing on this because I can't only just be my opinion. I need to hear from you guys too. Thank you so much for watching today's video. See you guys real soon. Bye.